In this video, I'm going to show you the easiest $100 a day Fiverr business that you could replicate step by step selling the same services that we were offering that made us an easy $4,000 within 30 days of pure profit. What's going on, guys? Matthew Sabie here. In this video, I'm going to show you the exact Fiverr business that I helped a friend of mine set up that made her $4,000 in pure profit within around 30 days. Now, I'm going to show you the exact simple service that we were offering on this profile and how you could automate the entire process so there's little to no work involved whatsoever. I'm also going to show you guys how to optimize your Fiverr profile to actually rank your gigs in search results. It's one of the big things that messes a lot of people up. You know, maybe they have a service that they can offer, but they have no idea how to actually get that Fiverr gig in front of people to start getting sales. But before we hop right into this, I'm going to show you exactly how to set this up on my computer, but you guys need to understand, in order to make any kind of money on Fiverr, it's very important that you smash the like button down below for the YouTube algorithm because it really helps out this channel. Otherwise, you're not going to make any money on Fiverr whatsoever. So before we go ahead and set this up, let me hop onto my computer really quick and show you the results that we got from this case study. Okay, so here we are inside of the Fiverr account. And as you guys can see, we're here in the earnings tab, and this account has generated just over $4,080, about 3,000 of which was generated within the first 30 some odd days of opening the account. And you guys could do the simple math on that. That comes out to around $100 a day, and that's all from one single gig, one single item that we were selling on this account. So if we scroll down here, you guys could see that the majority of the earnings on this account were earned earlier on this year when I helped a friend of mine open up this account so she could generate some extra income online while she was in between jobs. But the cool thing is, if we scroll back up to the top here, even though we're not paying much attention at all to this account anymore, as you can see, sales are still continuously coming in every couple of days here. So now you guys are probably wondering, what exactly were we selling on this account to generate that $4,080? Well, before we do that, for all the cynical people, I just want to go ahead and refresh this page really quick. You guys can see that the earnings are still there. Okay, so now that you guys understand the potential of using Fiverr to build a full-time income like this, what exactly was the service we were selling to get these type of results? Well, if I go over here to the gig page, you guys can see that we are selling these customized packs of Instagram infographic, entrepreneurship quote photos, or hustle point. Oh, what? I forgot we can't use that word on YouTube anymore. You can see over here that we have different packages. Now, yes, the website is called Fiverr and you used to only be able to sell things for $5, but Fiverr really allows you to sell things for any price that you want and actually offer different packages. So as you guys can see, they will get 50 graphics for $10 in the basic package. Standard is $150 and the premium package is $250 plus, so we get them around 300 images, and then we throw in some other bonuses on there as well for $60. I actually have a folder full of different packages right here, but if I open them up right here and I preview some of them, you guys can see these are the type of images that we had designed. I'm going to show you where to get these type of images as well. And one thing you're going to notice on every one of these images is I told the designer to leave room at the bottom of every photo, right down here at the bottom, because this is where we're going to customize with the person's Instagram username, their website, or their custom logo on the bottom of all the photos. And we were using Photoshop automation to fulfill these orders within one click every single time an order would come in. I'm going to show you guys exactly how to set that up as well and where to find content like this to sell. I really love the idea of selling content like this because you're actually giving someone something really valuable that they could use to grow their social media profiles and be influencers, and it's customized with their own logo, and it's super simple, like I said, to automate this entire service, which we're going to go over here in just a moment. Now, you may hear this content referred to as PLR content. So there's different PLR like ebooks that people could use as lead magnets for their email list. There's PLR like Instagram posts like these, which you're going to be selling to your clients for them to post onto their profiles. And there's all different types of material like this that you guys could use and customize. Now, one thing I want to encourage you guys to do is, after watching this video, please, for the love of God, make sure you find your own custom, unique version of a service like this, and don't just go and copy and paste exactly what we're doing here. If you guys don't believe me, or you don't believe how many people actually do that, let's run a little experiment. The very first video that I ever posted on this channel, which as of today has around like 1.3 million views, I think, where I showed exactly how we grew an Instagram account for a client of mine, which was called Good Matcha Morning. They sold like different matcha teas and stuff like that. Let's do a little experiment together. As you're watching this video, open up Instagram and search for Good Matcha Morning. And what you're going to see is dozens, if not hundreds of profiles with the same exact name, the same exact logo, sound the same exact content. And making that video, unfortunately, I thought was going to be helping them out a little bit, but that actually destroyed my client's business. They actually had to change their entire logo, the name of their business, their domain name, everything, because so many people are literally so creatively unintelligent and lazy, they actually copied the exact business that my client was offering because they couldn't think of their own service to sell.
Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it, and may God have mercy on your soul.
So when it comes to this, don't just sell these exact same images, please. Go out there, find something unique, and like I said, I'm going to show you exactly where to find that content. So without further ado, let's hop into my computer. I'm going to show you exactly how to set up your Fiverr profile, how to optimize your gig pages to actually get sales and show up in search results, and I'm also going to show you exactly where to get content like this that you guys could offer as a service, and last but not least, I'm going to show you exactly how to fulfill an order that just came in using Photoshop automation and how you guys could really make some bank on this. So let's go ahead, hop into my computer, and let's get started. So all you gotta do is head over to fiverr.com and click on the join button up on the top right here. So we're gonna enter in your email. So we're gonna do Fiverr example mail@gmail.com. Then what you wanna do is go ahead and enter in a username that's gonna be somewhat related to what you're gonna be offering, but if you still haven't decided that yet, you can keep it something generic. But going with our design theme, I'm just gonna go with a designer dude 25 or something like that. So once you go ahead and create an account, the first thing you want to do is confirm your email and then head over to your account profile and make sure you go ahead and fill all this out. It's going to increase your conversions. It's going to make people trust your account a lot more. So make sure you fill out all the information. You could even link your social media profiles if you want, but bare minimum, go ahead and add some type of profile photo. Okay, so now that you have your profile set up and you know what you want to sell, it's important to spend a decent amount of time creating your actual gig page. You don't just want to throw something up there and then cross your fingers and hope you get sales. There's a lot of tips and tricks that will get you to show up in search results and start getting you sales that I want to go over here. The most important thing is creating a high quality gig image, which I'm going to show you guys here. And we're going to go through the entire process of how to set up your packages, how to write your gig description, and how to set up everything so it's optimized to start getting sales right away. So let's go ahead and check that out. Unfortunately, this is a part that a lot of people really overlook and they don't put enough time into. The number one most important part of creating your gig page is creating a super attractive gig image or multiple images like we have on this one right here. What most sellers do is they're just going to show a couple examples of their previous work, or they'll put together some really simple image that's not really eye-catching and it doesn't really convey the benefits of purchasing this gig from you. You want to use the gig images as your main headline and selling point. So very similar to a YouTube thumbnail, when you're scrolling through search, that's what's really going to get people to click, and it's going to convey your main selling points. The actual headline of the gig, or like a video on YouTube, is more so secondary just to get your keywords in there and more describe what the gig is. So what I'll show you guys right here is a little time-lapse video of me actually creating one of these gig images inside of Photoshop. So what I did to create these is hop over here into Photoshop, but you guys can use any photo editor you want. You can use Photoshop, GIMP, Canva, whatever you guys want. It's a very simple image that we're putting together. And I create this super attractive headline. So I will design 300 entrepreneur success Instagram infographics. And then on the bottom, I convey two of the biggest benefits of purchasing this gig. So it's gonna help people grow their Instagram following. So I put the Instagram logo, this little like graph icon. And because of that, I also add, it's gonna help people make more money. So that's what we're gonna use as the main gig image. And then I also create a second one, which shows a couple of examples of what the posts look like. So people know exactly what they're getting. In addition to that, I also put some of the other benefits here. So it's gonna increase their engagement, it's gonna grow their following, they can build an email list, whatever they want. And that's gonna be used as our second gig image. So once you have your gig images, go ahead, log into your account, go to the gigs page and click on create a new gig. Now we're gonna be replicating that same exact post. I'm gonna show you guys exactly how we set this up. So every headline starts with I will. So we're gonna go design 300 entrepreneur success tip Instagram infographic post. So like I said, the main thing that's going to grab people's attention is those gig images that you made, and you want to use your title mostly for stuffing as many keywords in here as you possibly can, while of course still having your gig title make sense. So here for category, we're going to go to graphics and design, and then for the subcategory, we're going to go to social media design. So they actually have a category just for this. Under service type, we're going to go to social posts and banners, and your customers could use these obviously on Instagram, but you can also check off Facebook, Pinterest, Tumblr, Twitter. After that, we're gonna go over here to type. So these are gonna be social media carousel images. Obviously, infographics and quotes is gonna work as well. As for the tags for your post, just like on YouTube, tags are important, but it's not the most important thing. The most crucial part is gonna be your gig title and description. But one quick tip I do have to find relevant tags, besides the obvious ones you're gonna insert for your gig, is head back over to Fiverr, go to the search box, and just type in something that's related to your gig. And then you can see some recommendations here. So these are other things that people are searching for. So Instagram promotion, Instagram posts, Instagram ads, Instagram marketing. You guys get the gist right there. So for our tags here, we're gonna go to Instagram posts. We're gonna go Instagram shout out, another popular thing that people search for. We're gonna go Instagram marketing, and then most importantly, we're gonna go to Instagram quotes, because I think that's gonna be one of the biggest search terms that people are gonna be finding this gig through. So once you have all that set up, we're just gonna click on save and continue. And this page is where the real magic comes in. This is where you're really gonna maximize how much you make per gig that you sell. So Fiverr now allows you to sell different packages of the same offer. So for example, so let's say for the basic package, we're going to include 50 graphics. For the standard package, we're going to include 150, and then for the full package, we're going to go 250 plus graphics. Okay, so depending on what you're offering, depending on how much you have, you could split those into different packages. Now, another benefit to using packages is you could incentivize people to spend more by offering different benefits and features depending on which package they offer. So not just the amount of graphics, but let's say if they order the basic package, you're going to be able to deliver this within 2 days. But if they order standard and above, you could deliver it within 1 day. So that's also going to incentivize people to spend a little bit more. You could also offer different numbers of revision. So this is the amount of times your buyer can come back to you and request changes. So let's say again, on the basic package, we're not going to offer any revisions, but on the standard and above, we're going to offer a couple, incentivizing people to spend a little bit more. And then for price, let's say for the basic package, 50 images is 10 bucks. Then we can go up to 25. And for the premium package, we can go ahead and let's bump that up to $60. So that's the pricing structure I use on the original one that we generated around like the 4,000 in revenue from. So try and base your offer something vaguely around that. Now down below here, you could also offer different extra services. So for example, extra fast delivery, maybe for an additional $5, you're gonna deliver that service a little bit faster within 1 day. Maybe if you wanna offer an additional revision for that gig, you can do that as well. And then you could also add your own gig extras down here. Now the gig extras that I included was an additional 150 bonus images, which I also had our designer make that I could include every time someone orders a package. We could offer that for, let's say, an additional 10 bucks. Now, the second gig extra that I recommended on mine was a pack of 250 motivational videos that I also had designed from someone. We're gonna offer those for an additional 25 bucks. So you guys can add as many gig extras as you want, offer as many upsells as you can. It's going to increase the average order value you get on your Fiverr account. Let's go ahead and click on save and continue. Okay, so now, very important, you're gonna write your gig description. You have up to 1,200 characters to use. What I'm gonna do is actually paste in the description that I used for the initial gig and go over what I did here as an example. So you got to remember too, Fiverr is going to give you some different formatting options. You can use emojis in here if you want. You can make things bold. You could also highlight parts of your description right here. And the description I wrote was ready to blow up your business and entrepreneur themed Instagram page with the highest quality, professionally designed infographic style motivational posts customized with your logo or website. Lock and load over a year of viral content to boost your engagement and grow your page. So guys, forgive my cringy entrepreneur sales copy right there.
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
but you just got to keep in mind the target demographic who's going to be buying these images. Then what I recommend you do is make a bullet point list, whether that's using check marks like this or different emojis, whatever you guys want, and just include some of the benefits. And down below that, Fiverr is going to let you include an FAQ section. Now you're probably going to add to this as you start fulfilling these orders, as you start to see some of the common questions come into your inbox on Fiverr. But to start off with, some of the most common ones we got were, can I use these on any platform? We explain, yes, they can. They can use these on any social network they want. And then another very common one was, can you provide images about other topics? Now, these are all pre-made images, so no, we can't. And then on the next page, also very important, you want to include the information that you are going to need from your buyers to fulfill the order. So as I wrote right here, I put just attach your logo image, preferably a PNG file with a transparent background. So, you don't have to go and edit the person's logo before you put it in Photoshop, and let them do that part of the work for you, and or whatever text, username, or website you want to be added to the bottom of your post. And for this one, that's really all we need. I'm going to go down here and I'm going to put an attachment option. So that's going to allow them to upload their logo. I'm going to click on add. And then the last option right here, we're going to go ahead and upload those gig images that we made. So I'm going to click on browse. I'm going to upload gig image 1, and then we're going to upload gig image 2 that shows some more of the benefits in there. You guys could also include audio and video on here if you want. So you want to make like a cool little sales video, like a slideshow type thing, you can go ahead and do that. It's great if you're offering video type gigs or like a voiceover offer or something like that. Save and continue. And guys, that is all you need to do before you go ahead and publish your gig. You'd also go up here to save and preview to see exactly what it looks like, but that's really all there is to it, to making a successful offer page on Fiverr. So after a couple of days, this is going to start to rank in the Fiverr search box. It's going to start to be recommended to people, whether on the homepage or in searches, and those orders are going to start to come in like clockwork. So that right there is how you set up a successful Fiverr account. Okay, so now that you have all that set up and you have some orders coming in, I want to show you guys step by step exactly how to fulfill these orders. I actually have an example order right here in the account that we're going to fulfill together. You can watch over my shoulder exactly how I fire up Photoshop, create this little automation script, and run it super quickly, fulfill that order within a matter of, I think it takes like 2 minutes to go ahead and fulfill. So let's go ahead, hop back into my computer, and I want to show you exactly how that's done. So once an order comes in, we'll use this one as an example. So a basic $10 package, they ordered 50 images, so we know which package from our folder to send to them. And the buyer is going to submit to you either their username or the logo they want you to attach to the images. And once we have that, all we're going to do is open up Photoshop. I'm going to go into our folder of images, and I'm going to open up any one of the images right here. It doesn't matter which one. I'm going to drag it up to the bar right here to open it up in a new project. And what you want to do is head over here to the actions window. Now, if you don't see this, just head over here to window at the top of your screen and make sure actions is checked off, and you're going to see this box pop up right here. So all you really need to do is click on the plus icon, and you're going to create a new action. If you want, go ahead and name it. And then what you want to do is click on record. And now once you've hit record, Photoshop is going to record every action that you take inside this project and then be able to replay that action on an entire folder of images. So all we need to do for this gig is take the customer's logo, I'm going to grab it from the downloads folder, and we're going to scale it down and place it at the bottom of this image. Now, like I said, I asked the designer to leave room at the bottom, so I know that no matter which image Photoshop places this on in this position, it's going to be just perfect. So I'm going to put that right there. I'm going to click on stop, and that's actually all we need to do. So if I go ahead and now delete that logo and I play this action, check this out. It's going to copy exactly what we did. Okay, so once you have your Photoshop action all set up and ready to go, how do you actually perform that action on an entire folder of photos? Well, all you have to do is go up to the File menu. You're going to click on Scripts, and then you want to go to Image Processor, and here's how this works. What you want to do is click on Select Folder, and you want to choose the folder of images that you want to apply the action to. So the customer ordered a pack of 50 images. I'm going to select that one. I'm going to click on Open, and we just want to make sure that we have the actual action we want selected down here. So Action 1. Once that's all set to go, you want to click on Run. and then you just want to let go of the mouse and keyboard, let Photoshop do its thing. And even though you can't see everything it's doing right now, it's applying that action to every one of the photos in that folder. As you can see, since the action is pretty simple, they usually go pretty quickly. And by the way, we use an image logo as an example, but let's say the customer wants you to put their username on there. You can use the same exact process, except instead of dragging in the logo, use the text tool and record that in the actions menu. So once you've done that, it's going to place that new folder of images inside the original one. So if we go in here, the 50 pack, you're going to see we now have this JPEG folder with the images that all have the client's logo pasted onto them. So once you have that and you're ready to deliver your order, you just want to go ahead, right click, compress it into a zip file so we can upload it onto Fiverr. You want to go back to the order page and you want to click on deliver your order. We're going to go to upload work. I'm going to select that folder, click on open. One way that I kind of like, and it's a little bit of a sneaky thing to guarantee that you really over deliver and you always get a 5-star review is, well, number one, make sure you deliver your orders quickly and you do it in the proper way. But I like to offer bonuses. So if I go to my computer right here, I have another folder of quote photos that I had designed that I just give away for free every time someone places an order. It's always that little bit of over delivery. It really delights people and it tends to put a smile on their face so they give you a 5-star review. So I would recommend that you offer bonuses even if someone didn't buy that service on your gig. So something to keep in mind. So you just attach that into every order. So you guys could find something similar that you could attach with the gig that you're going to be providing. Now, one other quick tip I have is make sure you leverage your quick responses. If you're fulfilling a lot of these orders on a daily basis, this allows you to just click on one button. So for example, the 50 pack option, and it's going to paste in this canned response. So instead of every time an order comes in saying, hey, here's your folder of 50 some odd images, and I've also included this bonus X, Y, and Z, you could save those canned responses. So within one click, it'll paste it into the response. So as you guys can see, the whole idea behind this is automating as much of this as possible so you can keep fulfilling a lot of orders. That's the key behind this. Now to add these canned responses, just click on add new. Type it in here, click on save, and it's going to show up in the menu bar right here. So every time you're fulfilling an order, you don't need to go ahead and manually type this out every single time. But once you've uploaded your images, we have our bonus in here, click on deliver work, and you're all set to go. So congratulations for clicking on about 3 buttons in Photoshop. You just gone ahead and made an easy 10 bucks. And once that gig starts to rank on Fiverr, you're going to start to get multiple orders between 10, 15, and 60 bucks a couple times every single day. Okay, so where do you actually find the content that you can customize and sell inside of your Fiverr gigs? Well, there's a couple different places that I'm going to go over here in just a moment, and it's actually easier to find than you may think. One thing I recommend you do is actually get some custom content made. The pack of images that we were selling on this profile, we actually had done from a designer on Upwork that we hired for a couple $100 to make these images, but here's the thing you got to keep in mind. Once you get the content made, you sell the same content over and over and over again. So sure, there may be a little bit of an upfront cost, but you're gonna make way more money than that in the long run. Now, there's other sites you can go on to get some free content I'm gonna show you, or content for much cheaper that you can customize and sell. So let's hop into my computer. I wanna show you a couple of different sites that we use to get content like this made. When I created those first Instagram quote photos, what I did was head over to Upwork.com, and you could simply search for something as simple as graphic design. Try and find a great freelancer who's going to offer you a great deal, explain to them what you're doing, maybe send them a couple of example posts, either from my gig or a different one on Fiverr, and have them replicate a bunch of those. You only need to do this once, and you'll continue to get paid by reselling them on Fiverr for months, if not years to come. So Upwork is a great website to look for that. And if you want something consistent, as in you continuously want to have new content that you're posting and selling on Fiverr, a great place to find a full-time VA and a great designer is onlinejobs.ph. This is going to allow you to hire people in the Philippines who are super talented. They all speak fluent English, and you could pay them between $2 to $4 an hour, which in their home country is pretty substantial. Another great place to look for content to sell on Fiverr is a site called videohive.com. What you could actually do is scroll down here. A lot of people don't know this. Videohive.net gives away one free file every single month. So you could download this project file, which you're going to open up in either like Premiere Pro or After Effects, and customize this for your buyers on Fiverr. So you could take all these different templates and create a different gig for each individual one of these. And like I said, once a month they give away one for completely free. So this is the one for this month, but you can go up here and you go to popular items and you can see all the other services, the other title effects, the different logos you can create for people, different video openers, and you can use these templates over and over again and resell them on Fiverr. Now, even though I recommended this specific type of service to offer on Fiverr to you guys, because I think it has one of the best time to income ratios, as in you only spend a little bit of a time and a couple clicks in Photoshop, and you make a decent amount of money per sale. I want you guys to keep an open mind of all the different things that you could offer on Fiverr. I want you guys to open your mind to the world of drop servicing, as we call it. You guys have heard of drop shipping? Well, there's also drop servicing, or service flipping, or service brokering, as some people call it, right? But just more pretentious way to say it. So for example, a great example would be another gig that we ran on the same profile as an experiment, where we would transcribe people's YouTube videos. As you guys know, especially if you're a big YouTuber, transcribing your videos really helps the YouTube algorithm rank your videos, and it tells YouTube what's in your videos. So it's a big in-demand service. So what you could do is go to a site like rev.com, which will transcribe your videos for around, I think, $1.20 per minute. Go onto Fiverr, create a gig for that service, selling it for $2 a minute, and you're instantly making double your money back. So open your mind to the world of drop servicing and think of all the different things that you could simply resell on Fiverr for yourself. Another great example of a drop servicing idea would be article writing. So you guys can go on a site like textbroker.com, which will write articles for like so many cents per word. Go on to Fiverr, increase the price, add your own markup, and again, it's almost an automated service. All you need to do is take the person's article idea when they order it on Fiverr, go into Textbroker, get it written, copy and paste it back to them, and you've made some easy money. Another great drop servicing idea I had while I was putting this video together was using a service like I showed in my last video of Phillustrations.com, which creates these great illustrated images for affiliate marketers to use in their ads or their creatives and their ad copy. And you could sell those for more on Fiverr. So you can go on there and actually get their subscription service, which will give you free images every single month and sell new packs of them on your Fiverr account. So I hope you guys could see there's a lot of potential behind this whole drop servicing idea. Now, one thing that's really going to determine how many sales you get and how high your gigs rank in search results on Fiverr is the reputation of your profile. And that's based off of two main things. The speed in which you answer messages. So I recommend, please go on your phone, download the Fiverr app. So every time a message comes in, even if it's not a sale, someone just has a question, answer it as soon as possible. Fiverr likes to see that, and they actually advertise how much your average response time is on your profile, and that really determines your ranking. The second and most important one is the actual reviews and ratings that you get once someone places an order. Those are the ways that you're going to show up in search results, and you're really going to optimize your profile and start getting sales a little bit quicker. Another thing I want to recommend to you guys, if you're really hungry and you want to go out there and get it, is check out the Fiverr Gigs Request section. This is a place on Fiverr where buyers will come on here and say, hey, I need this service done for this price, and if you could fulfill that service, you made an instant sale, and you can really go and get as much work as you want on there. So I want you guys to keep that in mind as well. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is essentially it. And that's exactly how I helped a friend of mine build a full-time income just offering this simple service on Fiverr. And I hope a lot of you guys could go out there and do this for yourselves. If you did enjoy this video, as always, smash the like button down below. It really does help out this channel and the YouTube algorithm. Click subscribe if you want to see more, and more importantly, click on the all notifications icon, the little bell icon down there, because that's going to let you know when I go live on YouTube. And we have these great business building live streams where I'll just hang out with you guys around once every week or so, and we'll build an entire business like this live, where you guys can ask me questions, we hang out for a bit. It's a lot of fun. And of course, leave a comment down below too. I reply to almost every single comment I get in this channel for as long as I can. If you have any comments, questions, words of the wise, as my old boss would say, and I'm down there helping you guys out as well. And as always, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. You got a lot of value out of this. Check out some of my other videos while you're at it. And my name has been Matthew Sabia, and I will talk to you next time.
I get a bullshit assignment. Now Mr. Rice-A-Roni